Hello lovely people, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to do the unboxing of the final deck of the Never decks. The deck that got lost in the ether. Did you get it right? Did you guess the right one? I told you there was one missing. It's finally here after a 4-month wait. What deck is it? I think you said the Deviant Moon Tarot. You would have been right, because this is the deck that I claimed I would never ever want. It creeps me the hell out. People who own this deck and love this deck say you wait till you get it in your hands. I'm going to put that to the test today. Am I going to like it? Let's open it up and find out. So why would I buy decks that I'm not sure I'm going to like? Well, I've got personal issues going on that I can't seem to master. There's obviously something deep in my psyche that I am really not aware of. Definition of shadows. I'm just not aware it's there. I thought I'd delve into the never decks, the places I thought I'd never go, to find the things that I cannot see. So it's for deep shadow work. Let's open it up and see. A little white book. I've actually never looked at all the images of this deck. I look at a few and then just can't look anymore. I like the size of it. It's quite smooth cardstock. These are the backs. I love the size. It's a really nice shape. Okay. Yeah, automatically the cringe factor is kicking in. This is just so creepy. Oh, the Empress I love though. If you've seen my artwork, then this like multi-breast area with like more than with more boobs there than you should have is something that has specific meaning in my artwork and has featured more than once. So that I really love. Although, what the hell is going on with that serpent back? Oh, I love that. The Emperor with his foot on what seems to be a devil. I love that too. The Hierophant, which often means religious doctrine and dogma, and the pigeon-toed aspect of this also has a really personal meaning. I was once involved with a really quite awful charlatan who hid behind religion, and he was very pigeon-toed, and that says a lot to me. Okay, the Lovers. I like the fact that the Chariot is armoured. Justice. Oh, the Hermit with the angst in the Hermit. I love that. I love the look of horror on that little creature's face sat on the stool. Strength. The clock the watch hanging off the heel of the shoe is really interesting. I'm in my Hanged Man year at the moment still. A citizen hangs suspended in limbo. He is apathetic and feels no urgent need to alter his situation. Time around him does not stand still, however. He must free himself or his life will pass him by. The upright meaning is letting time pass you by, indecision, opportunities missed. The reverse meaning is wasting time, lack of progress, feeling stalled in life. I love that link to time. I normally view the Hanged Man more as sacrificing or trying to look at things from a more flexible viewpoint. I like that I link to time though with it. Interesting. And death. That's quite in your face. Temperance I love. Literally the creeping of the devil. I love that. I love the UFO in the tarot card. I've never noticed that before. So the lightning blast looks like it's coming from a UFO. 2 sinners plummet to their death. Below as the structure falls to ruin. What I'm quite surprised at is how earthy some of the colours are in here. I wasn't expecting it to be quite so earthy. I love the idea of being controlled by puppet strings for the moon. I love that. Controlling minds like a puppeteer. And the upright meaning for this is brainwashing, dark influences, trickery, illusion, and subconscious control. The reverse meaning is when you avoid reality yourself with delusional thoughts, lies, and despair. Oh, I love that. The Sun card with these strange creatures. Twins meet by the city wall. They come as two individuals, yet the sun above unites them into a single soul. And it's about successful social relationships and friendships. So more connection in this Sun card than I would normally give it. With loneliness and unstable relationships and separation being the reverse meaning. And of course, anything with twins in, I am a twin that is no contact with my twin. So that's quite poignant too. Gosh, I love the Judgment card. And that babe in arms in that Judgment card. I've got to say that the little white book so far that I'm glancing down at is really good. Oh my gosh, a mermaid in the world card. Are you serious? I absolutely love that. The young mermaid has made her way around the world. She ends her journey where she started it. However, experience has transformed her. Around her, a large snake completes the circle by devouring its own body. Below her sits the beasts she has overcome on her travels. This reminds me of the ocean journaling and art sketchbook work that I'm doing at the moment, about being transformed, and being transformed by poison. You don't grow a tail, you grow legs instead. So I love this. Oh my gosh. King of Swords, that's my divorce energy card. Queen of Swords, the truth teller, I love. The Knight of Swords is often what I class as my narcissist card. Let's have a look what it says about the Knight of Swords. An open gate awaits the brave knight as he prepares to ride out in search of adventure. Although he is known as the protector of the city, he sometimes leaves his post to pursue acts of aggression. Brave but rash, a hero, quick to respond and take action, but tactless, a bully, a troublemaker, impulsive. A nice balance there for the Knight of Swords. I think the Knight of Swords taken to its most extreme for me is why I class this my narcissist card. And the Page of Swords, I love his eye. Reminds me of Mad Eye Moody. Oh, look at that Ten of Swords. I love the emotion in the face on the 9. I read what the Moon card means in this book, so I was just distracted by a butterfly outside. That for the 8, I love. It's like we are distracted by the deception sometimes, and into anxiety by things that might not necessarily be true. Bound by the trance of sleep, a woman is beckoned by the Deviant Moon. Why have I only just made that connection with the fact that the whole deck is called the Deviant Moon? I'm kind of getting it now. The penny often is slow to drop. 8 swords threaten her from below as she is pulled from her window. Ooh, the moon's influence over her dreams will soon come to an end, for daybreak is near. Being controlled by outside forces, censorship, restriction. Yeah, I love that idea of the Deviant Moon. Are there moons in all of them? There are moons in all of them. Penny's very slow to drop. One of the best aspects of creating the deck was hunting for specific textures as I respectfully tiptoed around the graveyards of eastern Long Island, New York. I love that. Texture collecting, I love that. Background buildings were created with photographs I took of a local abandoned insane asylum. Rotted doors, windows and walls became castles, factories and cities. Oh my goodness, look at the buildings in the background for that now. Oh, I love that. Character stylization was influenced by ancient Greek art. I can't read. Yet I added a slightly abstracted twist. I chose to draw the figures in a flat playing card style, rendering them with heavy light and shadows, then placing them in a shallow background. As I worked, different styles emerged, and before long, the characters evolved into the moon-faced beings seen in the cards. Of course, the faces are moon-shaped. Sometimes I think I look with my eyes closed. Symbolism for the deck comes from childhood dreams and imagination that carried itself into my adult world. Oh my gosh, this links in so closely to some books I'm currently studying on drawing dreams. I love this. So I've realised that the moon is important in the Deviant Moon tarot. Who would think? So you've got moons on all the cards, and the characters are moon faces as well. The fact that he collected textures from graveyards for this, just that idea of collecting texture in life anyway, is incredible. He used his own photography of insane asylums as well to create the buildings. He used his dreaming. Oh my gosh, that Four of Swords is stunning. Three of Swords, look at the third leg as well. And the storm looming in the background. Her heart has been pierced by an act of betrayal. She touches the tip of one of the swords, trying to determine if the pain she feels is real or imagined. Oh, I could cry at that. Heartbreak, separation, a stormy relationship, longing for absent love, extreme sorrow, loss of a loved one, emotional misery. Oh, two I love. And the Ace of Swords. Oh my goodness me. Sometimes I just want to do a deck react or unboxing or flip through where I tell you I don't like a deck, because sometimes I worry that I'm not discerning enough. But I love this. I love it. The Queen of Wands was my energy for the year. It's been quite an important card for me this year in a number of ways. The confident Queen of Wands stands as a dominant personality in the forest. I love the fact that the Queen of Wands is in the forest. Her self-assured energy radiates from her soul, attracting everyone she meets with inescapable charm. The Knight of Wands is fantastic. And the Page of Wands, which I think sometimes might be my significator card. Using a pair of handmade stilts, I love that. The page boldly treks across an icy pond. Undaunted by the inherent risks of his actions, he confronts life's obstacles with youthful optimism and energy, creative thinking, ingenuity, a genius, or dim-witted, poor choices, indecisive. The Page of Wands is definitely my significator card. If anybody would be walking across an icy pond on handmade stilts, thinking it was a great idea, it would be me. Oh, the 10 is fantastic. Oh my gosh, look at that. The 9 of Wands, that idea of boundaries up but being on your own. That's how I read that. The book says, trapped in an underground maze, the masked lad searches for a way out. Resting upon a ledge, he considers giving in to his seemingly hopeless situation. This is how a lot of 2021 has felt for me. 8 wands mark the path to a possible exit. A 9th wand ignites his resolve to not give up. Oh my gosh, I love that. Stopping to ponder during challenging events, a pause, summoning the will to continue with a struggle and hope. Oh my gosh, I love that. Okay, UTurn Alert. I've completely changed my mind on this deck. Look at the 8 of Wands. Less movement of the wands there. It looks like she's been clearing the ground for those wands to go in. A peasant woman prepares to rid her land of the ones growing in the field. Oh, she's about to chop them down. An eighth one serves as a scythe as she readies to cut them all down with a single stroke. Oh my gosh, I missed that. The scythe is actually the eighth wand, so there's the movement. Above her, a black crow flies into the scene with important news. Hello, massive moment here. The Morrigan, the crow, coming in to make me move my ass and to protect my homeland, to cut out what needs to be cut out. Upright meaning, quick actions, decisions made in haste, delivery of important news, and a voyage by air. So the crow is the movement here, as is her scythe. The reversed is stagnation in life, domestic woes, envy and jealousy. Love it. Seven of Wands. Love that. Look at the 6. I love that. The 5. I didn't expect to find this quite so beautiful. I actually feel quite emotional. I love it so much. Hello, look at the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands heralds the beginning of all that is good as she cradles new life in her arms. Her massive torch is prepared to spread its fire throughout the woods, igniting minds with creativity and passion. I think that is my all-time favourite Ace of Wands. Okay, the Cups. If the Wands can make me cry, I better hold on to myself for the Cups. The King of Cups. I love the King of Cups. And the Queen. The Knight. And the Page with the fish. 10 of Cups. Let's see what it says about the 10 of Cups. Sometimes I find the 10 of Cups quite triggering. The imagery looks quite traditional as this artwork can be. A wounded soldier returning from war is embraced by his loving family. 10 cups rise up over a full moon in celebration of this joyful reunion. Upright meanings, home life, reunion. I love that idea of reunion. That almost makes me think that this card could be read as soul retrieval. Family devotion, loving and peaceful surroundings. I love that that's in there, because if you've grown up without peace, then that soul retrieval, that reunion with peace is lovely. And also the fact that you can get injured within this card. Reverse meaning is family strife, ended friendships, disruption of normal routines. I love that. There's enough in there with the idea of becoming wounded and a reunion, and peace after war. That means I can read that card on a personal level for me. I love it. The 9 of Cups is a magician coming out of the jar. Oh, I love that. I love the idea of the rebirth with the 8 of Cups being set in a graveyard. You can tell this woman is fed up with putting up with shit and she's just had enough. But it's like her rebirth, a walking away from the grave. That I love. I love the fact she's wearing red as well. It's real. You're not trying to hide and you're walking away. She's flagging it as her own power. It says the woman in red has abandoned her old ways, for they are no longer relevant to her life. Wanting no part of the past, she moves on to new, brighter situations. A change of plans, ending one's endeavours, abandoning old ways, looking for better things. I love that rebirth aspect of that, whilst dressed in red. I love that. The 7 of Cups as a painter. Oh, I love that. I really need to stop saying I love that. Sorry, guys, but I do. The 7 Cups are positioned in the artist's studio where he struggles to depict them on canvas. Yeah, been there, know that feeling. Relying on his subconscious rather than reality, interprets his subject with imagination and skill. The upright meaning is imagination, daydreams, having thoughts of fantasy. The many options of the 7 of Cups represented as ways to explore things in an art studio. The Six of Cups. As a Punch and Judy, again, that's got a lot of ways it could be read. In times long gone, children gathered in the town centre to enjoy exciting spectaculars. Citizens today often wish for their vanished past, yet time flows ever forward. 6 cups shown in carved relief on the puppet booth exist like memories in a tangible form, yet unobtainable. I like the fact that the memories that they've got are a Punch and Judy, which wasn't peaceful. It was family life with things going on behind closed doors. Again, there are a few ways to read that card that really speak to me. I love the fingers in the ears on the 5 of Cups. For me, immediately, I think inner critic trying to make you sad and sorrowful, and learning to spot when voices in your head are not your own. Let's see what the book says about the 5 of Cups. The wretched shrew berates her husband over 3 spilt cups, the contents of which empty slowly onto the floor. A rose lies in remembrance of the romance that once flourished here. 2 cups still stand upright, for in spite of the wall that has come between man and wife, some hope for love still remains. This is about imperfect relationships, marital disappointment, regret or loss, or new relationships and the return of a past friend. Loads of different ways for me to look at fantastic emotion in the 4 of Cups. The 3 of Cups is Tilly's card. I always say that she's a social butterfly in the house. She is more sociable than all the rest of us put together. She always wants to see the 3 of Cups in a deck. She'll love that one. I know she'll say, why are they in a fish's mouth? I know she will. The 2 of Cups. Midnight has been tempted by death, and a pact has been made between the 2 lovers. Raising 2 cups, they toast the bond of their union. Love, harmonious partnership coming together, or false love, broken relationships and conflicting interests. Yeah, death and midnight. The aces are just so stunning. Love the King of Pentacles. Oh, the Queen of Pentacles with all the little kiddywinks around her feet. I love that. The Knight of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles is a chess game, and look at this table. Oh, I need to read what that is. For me, that speaks of like the what's passed down through families. Some family members get a better play of the board than other family members. Some get to play the game, and some get to have to hold the table up for others. Right, let's have a look. 10 of Pentacles, where are you? A wealthy father schools his son in a game of chess, sharing his knowledge not only of the game but of life as well, so passing down skills. 10 Pentacles form an arch around the window, framing the boy's future inheritance. Unbeknownst to them, a servant has quietly stolen the king piece. Ah, is that what he's holding? So sharing of family values and traditions, inheritance, wealthy and prosperous home, or unfortunate family matters, a loss of home or money. The 9 of Pentacles. Not so much affluence there as our normal garden scene. It says that an affluent woman strolls through the city streets accompanied by her small pet. 9 Pentacles glide down from the sky, encircling her in a display of material wealth. So the showiness of the 9. In the bowels of the factory, a labourer toils over his handiwork as he produces 8 golden pennies. Ever vigilant in his craftsmanship, he will not tolerate anything less than perfect. So you've got your quite traditional meaning there. 7 of Pentacles, look at that, piercing the tree. So this is a young witch practising her spells in the factory garden. Sticking a tree with a rusty nail, she evaluates the growth of her skill. 7 Pentacles bloom from the once dead branches. Developing skills, growth in one's ability, taking a moment to reflect on progress made. Oh my gosh, I love that because, of course, the garden and stepping into witchcraft in my garden was my first sign of growth. So I love that. Six of Pentacles. I love that. Oh my gosh, look at the 5 with the eye. I'm sat here, look, with, let me grab this, look, with eyes that I make. Literally, that's literally sat on my desk because I've been sewing it, another eye. So that I love. 4. 3 of Pentacles with them all carving or writing on each other. I love that. How beautiful the 2 is. And the Ace, a dragon. Well, okay, so you've got a couple of spare cards in here. You've got the title card. You've also got an advertising card for a full book. Oh, I love it. I can't tell you how surprised I am that I love it so much. So in the back of this book, you've got the lunatic spread, which it looks like that, which I'm going to do. That's interesting. You've got some spaces for notes. He said that although the deck took him 3 years to draw, it actually took, he says, over 30 years in the making, because it is not only a testament to my art but a record of my life. This makes me want to sit down and talk to Patrick Valenza now because I completely love it. You were right. The people who said you wait till you get it in your hands, you'll love it. You were right. I am amazed, but you were right. Oh, I think I'm going to really love it. So that's it, guys. That's my very first reaction to the Deviant Moon Tarot. I'm kind of sat here gobsmacked. I hope you enjoyed watching that. Yeah, if you've got this deck, let me know what your first reaction was to it. Did you, like me, buy it not sure whether you would like it or not? Is it one of your favourites? Did you buy it thinking you'd like it and then didn't like it? Let me know your reaction to the Deviant Moon Tarot. And thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.